Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Grand Cat, and it's time for the Grand Cat's Christmas countdown of 2022. And today we're looking at number 11, just one away from that top 10, which means that we are 10 days away until Christmas. So you don't have much time left to go and get all those Christmas presents. But number 10, it is going to start with a B. And this is your chance to guess as to who you think it is. Number 11 is going to be Bray Wyatt. Yes, only just missing off that top 10 segment there. There he is, big old Bray Wyatt, son of Mike Rotunda, Erwin Arsheister. It is Wayland Rotunda? No, that's not his name. I've forgotten Bray Wyatt's real name. I had it a second ago, and oh my goodness, I completely forgot. But yes, Bray Wyatt, a master of reinventing himself from being Husky Harris to being a cult leader, to being the man of the forest, to being the deleter of worlds, and of course the Firefly Funhouse, and of course how can we forget the Fiend. So why is Bray Wyatt in number 11 and not in the top 10? It is because he had some amazing things. I mean, everything that he did with the Fiend, even before he was the Fiend, when he was doing trying to turn John Cena into a heel, and even, some of his things with, the Wyatt family, the Wyatt compound, some of those were really, really good, but he's also had some really, really terrible moments as well, quite unfortunately. So you've got both parts of him. He is amazing at captivating the audience. He's amazing at keeping you interested in everything that he's doing. However, for every good thing, there's been a Fiend Hell in a Cell match that was called off, which was fairly atrocious. For every really good feud that he's had, there's been a WrestleMania match against Randy Orton, both of them. I mean, there's times that he's been booked really, really strong, where in the Elimination Chamber, he just destroyed absolutely everyone in the Elimination Chamber and looked like a real monster before the Fiend ever came about. And for every time that he's done that, there's been a Saudi Arabia show where the Fiend is just being completely destroyed by Bill Goldberg. So that is why he's just on the precipice there. Like, he just doesn't make it into the top 10, only because he's been held back by this hot cold booking the WWE are just intent on doing with him. And I don't understand why. Either book him as a monster or don't, And I think this current gimmick we have for the Fiend, not for the Fiend, but for Bray Wyatt, and the whole idea of Uncle Howdy, I think that is one of the best storylines that we've seen so far. I mean, his return was one of the most talked about things. It eclipsed the rest of the entire show, which was a really, really good show, actually. But, everyone was talking about the return of Bray Wyatt, and he's returning not as a cult leader, not as the Fiend, but he's trying to return as a man, and a man battling his own sort of inner demons with the whole Uncle Howdy thing, and, being in a feud with, Uncle Howdy telling him to, to basically remember who he was, and that this isn't who he is, and, Bray Wyatt coming out and bearing his soul to the audience and everything. It's really, really good. But he has not had a match yet. Not at this point. Not at the point of recording. So, I mean, we'll see if that changes. I feel like he probably won't have a match for 2022. I imagine it's going to be 2023 before you see him in his first match. And I'm really curious as to what it's going to be like. We've seen him have a sort of backstage fight with LA Knight that was off camera, where LA Knight was kind of mocking him, and then you just see LA Knight just destroyed by Bray Wyatt. So, I mean, they certainly are not booking him as being a weakling, which is wonderful. But the thing is, like, when you had this version of Bray Wyatt, you know, when he was the Firefly Funhouse version, he was still, like, happy and go lucky, but had like a lot of malice behind it. And this new version of Bray Wyatt seems like he's trying to be, like, he's trying his best to be a good person, and it's just out of his reach. And it's very, very intriguing. But that is why Bray Wyatt is so high up on this list, but only just barely misses the top 10. So, as of tomorrow, we're going to be into the top 10 favourite wrestlers of his Grand Cat, all for different various reasons. And remember, this is just my own personal reasons, so if you disagree with these, do let me know in the comment section below, and let me know where you would place these characters, and also let me know what you would have for your top 25 list. Let me know who you would have at number 11, and is Bray Wyatt? Should Bray Wyatt be higher, or should Bray Wyatt be lower? That is the question. But that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.